Madridistas, it's trophy winning time as Real Madrid head off to Qatar to face off against Pachuca in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup final. And what a mouthful that is. What a name, guys. FIFA. You couldn't have come up with a better name than that. Either way, guys, in this video, I'm going to be previewing the matchup, telling you some of my thoughts coming into this game, giving you the starting 11 that I want to see Real Madrid roll out there, and of course, my official match prediction. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc. I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content and you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, guys, there's about 50% of you that watch all the videos but aren't subscribed, so hit that subscribe button, like the video, and guys, let me know in the comments what's your official match prediction for Real Madrid versus Pachuca. So Madridistas, really quick, before I start talking about the match preview against Pachuca, I did want to mention some good news that Real Madrid did get today, and multiple Madridistas got today, as FIFA came out with some awards today with the best coach, the best player, as well as the best 11. So let's take a look at the best 11 from FIFA's perspective. And guys, a lot of Madridistas out there. So as we can see over here, and I'll even go full screen, guys. Get my face out of the way for you. Vini Jr. gets on the board. Toni Kroos, Jude Bellingham, Antonio Rudiger, Dani Carvajal all make the best FIFA Men's 11, guys. And very happy to see that for all of them. You know, so many of those players deserve it. I mean, like, let's be real. Out of that lineup, guys, we have 5 of the best 11 in the world. And unfortunately, we're missing 2 of them now because Toni Kroos retired, and of course, Dani Carvajal has the ACL injury. But the big news today as well, as we got kind of screwed over a couple weeks ago. If you guys remember, unfortunately, I'm going to bring it up. The Ballon d'Or ceremony. What happened with that? That was a joke. That was a joke. But I do think that FIFA redeemed themselves a little today. I know it's a different award entirely, but FIFA redeemed themselves as Vini Jr. wins the best FIFA Men's player of 2024. And, you know, here's the thing. This is so deserved for Vini. Vini was clearly the best player last year. It was a robbery with what happened in the Ballon d'Or ceremony. So very happy to see that Vini finally gets recognition he deserves. And, you know, this isn't a bunch of journalists around the world getting paid under the table to vote for somebody, right? So that's not happening. This is a fan vote. This is a player vote. This is a coach's vote, as well as journalists as well. All of those people are involved in this. And Vini is the true champion and the true winner of this award. So very happy for him. Also, very happy for Carlo Ancelotti, who actually won the Coach of the Year as well. And you could be saying, Carlo won it? Carlo won it, especially with Carlo, especially with how we've been playing this year so far and how Carlo has been not doing great so far. You could be saying, you know, why did Xabi Alonso not win it last year? That's probably the next coach at Real Madrid, if I'll be honest with everybody here. So, but I'll save that for another day, guys. So let's move on, though. Let's talk about what's going to be happening in this game, right? Real Madrid versus Pachuca. You know, who is Pachuca, right? First of all, also, what is the FIFA Intercontinental Cup? That is a mouthful. That is way too many words. FIFA, let's rename that. That is a terrible name. Well, FIFA did rename it, and they renamed it to this because before, guys, this was the Club World Cup before. And basically what happens is Real Madrid, if you win Europe, whoever wins Europe, you are automatically qualified for the final. That's just kind of how it works. And so Real Madrid will be playing Pachuca in this one. And if you guys remember too, next summer, 2025, we're actually having a real Club World Cup. And so it's actually going to be group stages with that one as well as a whole bracket and a tournament and everything. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And the thing is too, when it comes to that, when I'm going to be talking about that coming up this summer, are we going to be taking that seriously? Is that going to be a trophy we're going to be going out seriously for? And, you know, the thing is, with Pachuca, you know, the thing I wanted to mention with Pachuca is how they were able to get here. I don't know. Because looking at them as a team, guys, I was not impressed as well. So taking a look at Pachuca right now are not in good form. You know, the thing is they're playing over here in Liga MX. They're a Mexican team. And they have 2 different seasons, kind of. They kind of split up their seasons in 2. And right now, I got to scroll all the way down. They finished 16th, guys. 16th. That's insane. That is a terrible team. This is not a good team. This is not a good team. I'm not even going to bore you guys with how bad Pachuca is. This game is more about Real Madrid and the mindset that Real Madrid has going into the game, right? And the thing is, I said, okay, the last time we played in this, what happened, right? Who did we put out there in the starting 11? You know, what is Carlo Ancelotti going to be doing? Well, guys, going back and doing a little research, this was the starting lineup that we actually saw for Real Madrid against Al Hilal in the Club World Cup final. And this was back in 2022. And I will even zoom in a little more, guys. Let's zoom in. Screw that advertisement. Don't worry about that. As you guys can see, we didn't mess around. Vini Jr. gets the start. Benzema, Fede Valverde, Toni Kroos, Tchouaméni, Modric, Camavinga, Alaba, Rudiger, Carvajal, and then Lunin got the start in that game. So, and we also ultimately won the game, guys, 5-3. So when it comes to this game, what is going to be my mindset coming into this? What is Carlo Ancelotti's mindset? I think we share the same mindset with this. And basically what the mindset is if you have the opportunity to win a trophy, you are going to put your best starting 11 out there. And that is what I think Carlo Ancelotti will be doing, and that is what I will be doing as well in the video. So guys, taking a look over here at Lineup Builder, this is a starting 11 that I will be going with for Real Madrid against Pachuca. And finally, guys, Vini Jr. is back in the starting 11. He only got about 30 minutes against Rayo over the weekend too. And I really do think not only is he coming back from injury, right? I think we kind of were thinking, okay, we have this final coming up here. We have an opportunity to win a trophy in this one. Let's not play Vini the whole match, and let's actually have him be available for the full 90 minutes. I believe he'll be playing the full 90 in this game, guys. If not, we'll be talking about the sub that will probably be coming on for him later as well in a little bit here. So I have Vini up top along with Rodrigo, and then I'm going with the diamond formation. I think we're finally seeing, guys, Jude Bellingham finally come into his own, kind of like what we saw a lot last year, where Jude is getting goal after goal after goal. I believe right now, guys, it's like 6 goals in 6 games in La Liga, and Jude's just on a heater, guys. Hottest man in all of Europe. I've said it before. I will say it again. Jude is just on a heater right now. And I think for him to be on the heater and to continue to get better and better and to continue to help this Real Madrid team that's really lacking goals, I think Jude has to be playing at that 10 position. So that, of course, is where I have Jude as well. And also, guys, Camavinga back in the starting 11 for me. Camavinga got a little appearance, finally getting back from injury after that Liverpool injury he had. So Camavinga will be making the starting 11 as well. Fede Valverde at the DM role. And then I'm putting Arda Güler at the right mid, sort of right attacking mode, because I do think that he has the ability to kind of flex up here and play more like a right wing sort of thing. I was kind of debating with myself. I said, can I fit a Dani Ceballos in here? I technically could have, but I'll talk about why I didn't put him in here. And it starts with the back four, guys. Fran Garcia is in at left back because Ferland Mendy is still hurt. I need Fran to do better this game, but we'll talk about it in the future. Rudiger, as well as Tchouameni, make up the center backs. That's kind of the center backs that we've been seeing from Carlo Ancelotti so far this season, after that Tchouameni's been back after Militao injury. So that's kind of what I expect. And then something I wanted to try is a lot of you guys have been commenting it, and I've been thinking about it as well, is I'm putting Raul Asensio at that right back position. And is that his normal position? No. It's a center back position. Center back is where he's been really good, honestly. And I think it's very disrespectful that he has not been getting any more reps. Like, what has happened? We've all watched what Raul Asensio has done. He did very good against Liverpool. He's done very good in some of these La Liga games as well. And I think for him not to be rotating Rudiger or Tchouameni with Raul Asensio is a disgrace, honestly. I think he needs to be playing a lot more. And I do put that, and that's why, guys, I wanted to put him at the right back position because we've seen what Raul Asensio can do, right? We've seen the pace that he has. We've seen the defensive ability he has, as well as just kind of his brain and his football IQ, too. He seems to know what to do with the ball. When he needs to clear it, he's clearing it. When he needs to make an aggressive tackle, he's doing that, too. He's playing out of position here. But, guys, I've talked about it time and time again. I cannot put Lucas Vazquez out there. Lucas Vazquez has he's not going in my starting 11 anymore. And so what I was debating on doing is either putting a Raul Asensio out there at that right back position or putting a Fede Valverde here. And then what you could be doing is probably putting a Dani Ceballos here. So that, you guys, let me know in the comments what you would rather do. Would you guys rather see Raul Asensio at right back position, or would you rather be seeing Fede Valverde right back position? I'm open to trying Raul Asensio there, but you guys, let me know. I'm very curious to hear from you. I do think if it's a bigger game and it's an elite left winger, I'd probably be putting Fede Valverde there. But again, maybe I'm just disrespectful to Pachuca, and if I am, sorry, not sorry. I just don't think they're good. I don't think they're good. And then, of course, Courtois and goal. So, guys, when it comes to this game, the mindset that we need to have, we need to be kicking just the shit out of this team. That's the only thing I need to be saying. This is an opportunity for Real Madrid to really, get right, get healthy, stay healthy in this game too. And, it starts up top with the two Brazilians. Vini and Rodrigo just coming back from injury as well. And we needed them to have a fantastic game. I thought Rodrigo did very good over the weekend against Rayo. And, Vini, he only played like 30 minutes too. So he did pick up another yellow card. So he will be out against Sevilla coming up next weekend as well. So unfortunately, actually, that's coming up this weekend, guys. He will be out against that one. So that is why I do expect Vini to be playing the full 90 minutes in this game. But we really need them to get right and to be able to kind of regain some of the form that some of them had. I think Rodrigo's finally getting into really good form, and then Vini was in good form before the injury as well. Guys, the player that I do want to mention, Kylian Mbappe should be back in this game. And I was debating on putting him in the starting 11 as well, but I do think that we need to be a little careful with Kylian Mbappe. He's had a couple lingering issues before, a couple, knocks and so forth. And so I don't really want to risk Kylian Mbappe. He just got the knock against Atalanta just a couple weeks ago. I believe it would be like a week ago now. He only missed the Rayo game. So I expect Kylian Mbappe to be back in this game and to be back and making this appearance. I just don't think he's in the starting 11. So if you guys disagree with me, let me know. But I expect Kylian Mbappe to be coming into this game. I'm not sure if that's for Rodrigo or for Vini, or if it's just adding him and pairing him up. And then Villamar is back because, guys, we have not had Vini, Mbappe, and Rodrigo out there all together in a very long time. It seems like every single time they've been out there, somebody's getting hurt. I just cannot remember the last time that all three were out there at the same time. So I'm expecting big things from both Vini and Rodrigo in this game. And I also expect big things from Jude Bellingham in this game too. Again, guys, Jude Bellingham is on an absolute heater so far this season. I want to see Jude to continue that. And I think for him to continue that, he needs to be playing in this 10 role. I do not want to see Jude over here. And I also don't want to see him too. I mean, there's been times that we were seeing Jude playing like the right back position. I don't want to be seeing that at all from Carlo Ancelotti in this game. Jude Bellingham, to be at his best, he needs to be playing at that 10 role, that false 9 sort of role, making runs into the box, sniping some balls into. And I really want to see from Jude as well is let's take a lot more shots, Jude. The thing is, he's got goals in the last couple games, right? I've already mentioned it. But the time that he's getting these goals, he's only taking one shot a game. If he's going to be hitting these goals and getting all these goals, let's take some more shots, man. What's wrong with a brace? What's wrong with a hat trick in a game, right? I want Jude Bellingham to be shooting the ball a lot more, and I want Real Madrid as a whole to be shooting the ball a lot more. I talked about it in a couple of videos before, but basically saying so far this season, I think we were averaging like 15 shots and like 7 on target in wins. I want that to be at like 20, 25 in this game. I think that is very doable. And the thing is too many times for Real Madrid this season, it seems like we want to walk the ball in. And our buildup is just, sometimes we're just having to take a shot from super far. I mean, we saw against Rayo in the weekend with Fede Valverde getting an absolute snipe in that game as well. And yeah, we just don't really have any like team link up play. I really want to see us get right in this game. And that's really, really important for us. But again, let's take a lot more shots. And again, that comes to Jude Bellingham. Let's take a lot more shots as well, Jude. I want to see Arda Güler in the starting 11. Arda Güler, he's been up and down, but I do think he's going to be becoming more of a staple in the starting 11 moving forward, especially if we're going to be going with this 4-4-2 sort of thing. If we are going with the 4-3-3, I don't know if you can be putting him out there. But again, you have to be putting him out there over Luka Modric. Luka Modric, I appreciate everything he's done, but Luka Modric is like a 30 minutes max player to me, maybe 45 minutes max. He's a second half sort of player that can come on and bring that creativity that we really lack a lot of times in the second half. I think Arda Güler does that. I think a lot of things I like about Arda Güler, I'll tell you guys. He's not afraid to take those shots. He's not afraid to make some of these key passes, that we're just lacking all the time. And these through balls to a Vini, to a Rodrigo, to a Jude Bellingham, as well as Arda Güler. He's not afraid to make some runs, too. Jude Bellingham, a couple weeks ago, had that beautiful pass to Arda Güler, and we really need to be seeing that more so than anything. And then, again, I just want to see Arda Güler out there being the one taking these set pieces, taking these corner kicks, too, because so many times we're not taking advantage of our corners. We're not taking advantage of our set pieces unless it's Fede Valverde on the ball. Because it's Fede Valverde on the ball, it's bangers only for Fede Valverde, and we really need to be seeing a lot more of that too. But that's why I have Arda Güler out there. He's only 19. He's going to get better and better. And is he going to be making some mistakes? 100%. Is he going to be a defensive liability at times? 100%. But I do think if you pair him with a Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, and Fede Valverde, they will make up for his mistakes, as well as Rodrigo and Vini. Rodrigo and Vini, especially Rodrigo, will be able to track back and help with the press. And I do think Arda Güler displays and, shows the effort out there that sometimes that we don't always see. So that is why I'm going to be putting Arda Güler out there. And then, guys, I mentioned, I want to see Raul Asensio. I want to see Raul Asensio at that right back position because what I've seen so far from Raul Asensio has been very, very good. And we need to be seeing that more because we really have an issue at right back position. If we're going to achieve the level of success I think this team can ultimately achieve, because at the end of the day, guys, who's a more talented team than Real Madrid? Honestly. Liverpool? I don't think so. Barcelona? I don't think so. Manchester City? I really don't think so. They're all old. There are a bunch of old guys over there at Man City. I really don't think so. I really don't think that there is a more talented team than this Real Madrid team. However, there's a lot of talented individuals, and a lot of the times that we've been winning these games, it's because of individual brilliance. We need to be seeing a lot more team play, and that starts with building up. And again, that also starts with not making simple mistakes, and that starts also with not putting Lucas Vazquez at the right back position, because that's a simple mistake that you just know is not going to, work out ultimately. So I don't know if we're going to be actually seeing Raul Asensio at that right back position, if that's something Carlo Ancelotti is actually willing to do, or if it's a Fede Valverde. Either way, it cannot be Lucas Vazquez, in my opinion. But I would love to see Raul Asensio out there, show what he's made of, and see, is that something that we can actually be putting all of Rudiger, Tchouaméni, and Raul Asensio together out there? That's something I'm going to be very curious to see in this game as well. So, guys, let me know what you think of the starting 11, and let me know if there's anything you would change out of here. If it's a midfield, if it's starting Kylian Mbappe, something like that. Always love to hear from you guys. But, guys, when it comes to my official match prediction in this one, like I said, we should be beating the crap out of this team. Unfortunately, this is a Real Madrid team that continues to struggle. It continues to rely on individual brilliance, and we're not getting shot after shot after shot. So I do think Real Madrid will ultimately defeat Pachuca in this game, but I don't think it's going to be as decisive and just really dominating as I want it to be. So I will be going with Real Madrid defeating Pachuca to win the trophy, to win the Intercontinental Cup final. What a word. What a name. And I will be going with 3-1 for Real Madrid to win. I think Vini gets on the board. I think Jude Bellingham continues to be the hottest man in all of Europe. And I think Arda Güler, the 19-year-old Turkish superstar, gets on the board as well. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of my match prediction. I would love to hear from you guys as well. And, guys, also, shout out to all the members. Appreciate everything you guys do. If you guys want to become a member, link is in the description. Bunch of fun perks and a bunch of fun perks that we're going to be adding here very soon as well. So, guys, also, if you made it to the end of the video, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like the video. And, guys, I will see you as well in the match reaction. Unfortunately, guys, I will not be able to go live after the match, but I will definitely be bringing you guys my match reaction to the game against Pachuca. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Real Madrid.